Tonight, I want to talk to you about something that almost no one is paying attention to. Yet, it could be silently damaging your liver every single night. And the worst part, you might be doing it thinking it's completely harmless, even healthy. Let me ask you something. Have you ever eaten something before bed because you thought, it's light? It's just a snack? It won't matter? Maybe a piece of fruit, maybe a bowl of cereal, maybe some juice, or something sweet to relax before sleep, and it feels innocent. But what if I told you that this exact habit could be overloading your liver while you sleep, preventing fat burning, and slowly leading to fatty liver, weight gain, and chronic fatigue? Here's what's really happening inside your body. During the night, your body is supposed to switch into repair mode. This is when your liver detoxifies, your hormones rebalance, and your fat-burning hormones become active. But there's one condition for this to happen, so your insulin levels must stay low. Now here's the problem. When you eat certain foods before bed, especially sugar, refined carbs, or even high fructose foods, you spike insulin right before sleep. And insulin does one major thing. It shuts down fat burning. Not only that, it forces your liver to convert excess sugar into fat. Let that sink in. Instead of your body burning fat overnight, your liver is actually making fat. And this is where things get dangerous, because the liver has a limit. When it keeps receiving sugar, especially fructose, it starts storing fat inside itself. This leads to a condition called fatty liver. And here's the scary part. You don't feel it happening. There's no immediate pain, no clear warning sign. But over time, you start noticing subtle symptoms. You wake up tired, even after 7-8 hours of sleep. You struggle to lose belly fat. You feel bloated in the morning. Your energy crashes during the day. Most people think this is normal. It's not. It's your body telling you something is off. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake people make before bed, and they eat foods high in sugar or carbohydrates and thinking it helps them sleep better. Yes, sugar can make you feel relaxed for a short time, but what it's really doing is disrupting your blood sugar levels throughout the night. Here's how it works. You eat something sweet, your blood sugar spikes, insulin rises to bring it down, but then your blood sugar drops too low during the night, and your body responds by releasing stress hormones like cortisol. This wakes your body up internally, even if you don't fully wake up. So your sleep becomes lighter, more fragmented, and less restorative. And guess what? Now your liver has to deal with both excess sugar and stress hormones at the same time. That's a double hit. Over time, this creates a perfect storm: increased fat storage, hormonal imbalance, liver stress, poor sleep quality, and it all started with one simple habit: eating the wrong thing before bed. Now, here's something even more shocking. One of the worst offenders isn't junk food, and it's something people consider healthy: fruit juices, especially at night, because fruit juice is loaded with fructose, and fructose is processed almost entirely by the liver. Unlike glucose, which can be used by your cells for energy, fructose goes straight to the liver. And when consumed at night, when your body doesn't need energy, and it gets converted into fat. This is one of the fastest ways to build fatty liver over time. And most people have no idea. They think they're doing something good for their health, but timing matters just as much as what you eat. Your body at night is not the same as your body during the day. At night, your metabolism slows down. Your insulin sensitivity decreases. Your liver becomes more vulnerable to overload. So the same food that might be okay during the day becomes harmful at night. Now imagine repeating this habit every single day, week after week, month after month. That's how silent damage builds up. Not from one bad meal, but from consistent small mistakes. And this is why understanding what not to eat before bed might be more important than what you eat during the day. Because nighttime is when your body either heals or it gets worse, and most people are unknowingly choosing the second option. In the next part, I'm going to break down the exact foods that are destroying your liver overnight and the ones you must avoid completely if you want to protect your health, improve your sleep, and finally start burning fat the right way. Now let's get very specific, because this is where everything starts to make sense and where most people realize they've been making the same mistake every single night. I'm going to break down the exact foods that are quietly damaging your liver before bed, and even the ones marketed as healthy. And once you see this, you'll never look at your nighttime routine the same way again. And let's start with the biggest culprit, sugar. Not just obvious sugar like desserts, candies, or chocolate, but hidden sugar. Things like flavored yogurt, granola bars, breakfast cereals, even healthy biscuits. People often eat these at night thinking they're light snacks, but here's the problem. When you consume sugar before bed, your liver has no immediate need for that energy. You're not moving, you're not active, your body is preparing for rest. So what does your liver do? And it converts that excess sugar into fat. And over time, this fat accumulates inside the liver. This is how non-alcoholic fatty liver begins. And it doesn't happen overnight, but the damage builds faster than you think. Now let's move to the second major category, refined carbohydrates. This includes white bread, biscuits, crackers, pasta, and especially late night snacks like chips. These foods might not taste sweet, but inside your body, they act just like sugar. They break down rapidly into glucose, spike your blood sugar, and trigger insulin. And just like before, high insulin at night means zero fat burning. Your body is literally locked in fat storage mode while you sleep. Think about that. You go to bed expecting to lose weight, but your body is doing the exact opposite. Now, here's one that surprises almost everyone. Fruit. Yes, fruit. Now, don't misunderstand. Fruit is healthy, but timing is everything. Eating fruit late at night, especially high fructose fruits like bananas, mangoes, grapes, can overload your liver because fructose doesn't get used by your muscles. It goes straight to your liver, and if your liver is already full, meaning your glycogen stores are topped up, that fructose gets turned into fat. So that healthy late night fruit bowl, it could be contributing to liver fat. And night after night, now let's talk about fruit juices. This is even worse because when you drink juice, you remove the fiber, and what's left, a concentrated dose of sugar, mostly fructose, hitting your liver all at once. No fiber to slow it down, no chewing to regulate intake, just a rapid spike. At night, this is one of the fastest ways to stress your liver. And yet, many people drink juice before bed thinking it helps them relax or cleanse their body. In reality, it's doing the opposite. So now here's another hidden danger. In late night snacking on low-fat or diet foods, these products often replace fat with sugar to improve taste. And so even though the label says low-fat, the sugar content is high, and sugar before bed is exactly what your liver doesn't need. This is why so many people feel stuck. They think they're making healthy choices, but they're unknowingly feeding the problem. Now let's talk about something people don't usually connect to liver health, late night eating itself. Even if the food isn't terrible, eating too close to bedtime doesn't give your body enough time to process it. Your liver is forced to work when it should be resting and repairing. And over time, this constant overload reduces its efficiency. Your detox slows down. Your metabolism becomes sluggish. Your fat-burning hormones don't activate properly. So even okay foods become a problem when eaten at the wrong time. Now, here's something even deeper. When your liver is under stress at night, and it affects your hormones, specifically insulin and cortisol. If your blood sugar keeps fluctuating during sleep, your body releases cortisol to stabilize it. And cortisol is a stress hormone. High cortisol at night leads to poor sleep quality, increased belly fat, higher cravings the next day, lower energy levels. So now you're stuck in a cycle. You eat something sweet at night, your sleep gets disrupted, you wake up tired, and you crave more sugar the next day, and the pattern repeats. This is how small habits turn into long-term problems. And it all comes back to one simple truth. Your liver is working for you 24/7, but at night it needs a break. It needs a window where insulin is low, sugar is low, and the body can shift into repair mode. If you keep feeding it sugar, carbs, and late night snacks, you're blocking that process. You're preventing your body from healing, and over time, that shows up as fatigue, weight gain, and metabolic issues. But here's the good news. Once you understand what's causing the damage, you can fix it. And in the next part, I'm going to show you exactly what you should do instead. What to eat, when to eat, and how to create a simple nighttime routine that protects your liver and helps your body recover the way it's designed to. Now that you clearly understand what's harming your liver at night, let's shift the focus to something more powerful. What you should do instead, because avoiding the wrong foods is only half the solution. The real transformation happens when you replace those habits with the right ones. Habits that allow your body to heal, burn fat, and reset overnight. Let's start with the most important principle. Stop eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. This one change alone can dramatically improve your liver function. Why? Because it gives your body time to lower insulin levels before you sleep. And when insulin is low, your body switches into fat burning and repair mode. This is when your liver starts doing its real job, detoxifying, repairing tissues, and balancing hormones. But if you keep eating right up until bedtime, that entire process gets delayed or even blocked. So step one is simple. Create a cutoff time for eating. If you sleep at 11 p.m., your last meal should be around 8 p.m. No snacks after that. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if I feel hungry at night? That's a very common question. And here's the truth. Most nighttime hunger is not real hunger. It's habit. Or sometimes it's your body reacting to blood sugar crashes caused by what you ate earlier. And when you stabilize your meals during the day, especially by reducing sugar and refined carbs, you'll notice that those late night cravings start disappearing. But if you genuinely feel hungry, there are better options. Let's talk about what you can have without harming your liver. Foods that don't spike insulin. For example, a small portion of protein like boiled eggs and some healthy fats like a few nuts, or even something very light like cucumber. These foods don't cause a big insulin spike, so they won't interfere much with fat burning, but keep it minimal. The goal is not to create a second dinner, and the goal is to avoid damage. Now, here's another powerful strategy. Shift your largest meal earlier in the day. Many people eat their biggest meal at night, and this is exactly the opposite of what your body needs. During the day, your metabolism is more active and your body can process food more efficiently. At night, everything slows down. So when you eat heavy meals late, your liver has to work overtime. And instead, try this. Make lunch your biggest meal. Keep dinner lighter and simpler. This small shift can reduce the burden on your liver and improve digestion, sleep, and energy levels. Now let's talk about something that can support your liver overnight. Fasting, not extreme fasting, just a natural overnight fast. When you stop eating for a period of time, like let's say 12 to 14 hours, your body starts tapping into stored fat for energy, and your liver gets a chance to unload excess fat. This process is incredibly powerful. It's how your body was designed to function. But if you're constantly eating even small snacks late at night, you interrupt this cycle, so your body never gets that window to repair. Now, here's something very interesting. When you apply this correctly, you start waking up differently and you feel lighter, your mind feels clearer, your energy is more stable, and most importantly, your cravings start decreasing because your blood sugar is no longer on a roller coaster. Now let's address sleep, because sleep and liver health are deeply connected. When your liver is overloaded at night, your sleep quality drops, and when your sleep is poor, your hormones get disrupted. It becomes a cycle. So improving your nighttime eating habits will automatically improve your sleep. But you can go one step further. Avoid screens, stress, and stimulation right before bed, because high stress increases cortisol, and cortisol can interfere with liver function and blood sugar balance. So your nighttime routine should be calm, simple, consistent, Give your body the signal that it's time to shut down and repair. Now, here's the bigger picture. Your liver is one of the most important organs in your body. It controls fat metabolism, detoxification, energy production, and even hormone balance, but it doesn't ask for much, just the right conditions. Low sugar, low insulin, enough time without food. If you give it that, it will do the rest, and you don't need complicated diets or extreme plans. Just a few consistent changes in your nighttime routine, but there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's something most people completely ignore. In the next part, I'm going to show you the hidden habits beyond food that are silently damaging your liver at night and how to fix them before they turn into serious health problems. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. And honestly, this is the part most people completely overlook. Because up until now, we've been talking about food. But what if I told you your liver can still be under stress at night, even if you stop eating the wrong things? That's because there are hidden habits, things you do every evening that can quietly disrupt your liver, your hormones, and your entire recovery process. Let's start with one of the biggest ones. Late night stress. This could be overthinking, working late, watching intense content, or even scrolling on your phone for hours. It might not feel physical, but internally, your body reacts the same way it would to danger. It releases cortisol. Now, here's the problem. Cortisol and insulin are closely connected. When cortisol goes up, and your blood sugar tends to rise as well. And when blood sugar rises, insulin follows. So even if you didn't eat anything, your body can still be pushed out of fat burning mode. That means your liver is no longer focused on repair. It's dealing with stress signals, and over time, this constant activation can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and poor metabolic health. Now think about your typical night. Are you truly relaxing, or are you mentally stimulated right up until the moment you try to sleep? Because your liver needs a calm environment just as much as it needs the right nutrition. Now let's talk about another hidden factor, sleep timing, not just how long you sleep, but when you sleep. Your body runs on a natural rhythm, and your liver has specific hours where it's most active in detoxification and repair. If you consistently stay awake late into the night, you're missing that window. Even if you sleep 7-8 hours, the timing matters. Sleeping at 2 a.m. and waking at 10 a.m. is not the same as sleeping at 10 p.m. and waking at 6 a.m. Your hormones, your metabolism, and your liver function all depend on alignment with your internal clock. And when that rhythm is off, your liver becomes less efficient. Now let's go deeper. Another overlooked habit is dehydration. Most people don't think about hydration at night, but your liver relies heavily on water to carry out detoxification processes. And if you're dehydrated, everything slows down. Your body becomes less efficient at flushing out toxins, processing nutrients, and balancing internal systems. Now, this doesn't mean you should drink excessive water right before bed, but it does mean your hydration throughout the day matters. If you're not drinking enough during the day, your body goes into the night already at a disadvantage. Now, here's another surprising one. Medications and late night supplements. Many people take pills right before bed without realizing the load it puts on the liver. Because every substance, whether it's medications, supplements, or even certain herbal products, has to be processed by the liver. And if you combine that with late night eating, stress, or poor sleep, you're stacking multiple burdens on one organ. Over time, this adds up. Now let's talk about something even more subtle. Artificial light, and especially blue light from screens. When you expose your eyes to bright light at night, you suppress melatonin. Melatonin is not just a sleep hormone, it's also a powerful antioxidant that supports your body's repair processes, including your liver. So when melatonin is low, your recovery is weaker, your sleep is lighter, and your body doesn't fully reset. This is why people who stay on their phones late at night often wake up feeling tired, even if they slept for hours. Their body never entered deep, restorative sleep. Now, combine all of this, late night snacking, stress, screen exposure, irregular sleep timing, dehydration. Individually, each one might seem small, but together they create a powerful negative effect on your body and especially your liver. And this is why many people feel stuck. They fix one thing, but ignore the others. They stop eating sugar, but still stay up late on their phone. They eat healthy, but live in constant stress. And then they wonder why nothing changes. Real health doesn't, come from one single habit, and it comes from alignment. When your eating, your sleep, and your lifestyle all support your body at the same time, that's when the transformation happens. And here's the best part. You don't need perfection. You just need consistency, small improvements done daily. Now, in the final part, I'm going to bring everything together into a simple, practical nighttime routine you can follow step by step. So you can protect your liver, improve your sleep, and start waking up with real energy again. Now, let's bring everything together into something simple and practical and powerful, because information alone doesn't change your life. What changes your life is what you do consistently, especially at night when your body is either healing or slowly breaking down. So here's a simple nighttime routine you can start following from today. Step 1, set a hard cutoff time for eating. Pick a time that's at least 2 to 3 hours before your sleep and commit to it. No random snacks, no just one bite, no exceptions unless truly necessary. This single habit gives your body the space it needs to lower insulin and enter fat burning mode. And it tells your liver you can relax now and you can repair. Step 2, keep your dinner light and clean. Focus on simple foods, protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. Avoid sugar, avoid refined carbs, avoid heady, greasy meals, because the goal of dinner is not to fill you up completely. It's to nourish you without overloading your system. You should go to bed feeling satisfied, not stuffed. Step 3, create a calm shutdown routine. This is where most people fail, and they go from full stimulation and straight into sleep. That doesn't work. Your body needs a transition, so 30 to 60 minutes before bed, start slowing things down. Turn off bright lights. Reduce screen time. Avoid stressful conversations or content. You can read something light, sit quietly, or just let your mind settle. This lowers cortisol and prepares your body for deep, restorative sleep. Step 4, manage your thoughts, because mental stress is just as damaging as physical habits. If your mind is racing at night, your body stays in a state of alertness. Your liver doesn't fully switch into repair mode. So take a few minutes to clear your mind. It could be as simple as writing down your thoughts or just taking slow, deep breaths. Give your body the signal that it's safe to relax. Step 5, stay consistent with your sleep timing. Try to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. This aligns your internal clock and supports your liver's natural rhythm. Remember, so your body thrives on routine. And the more predictable your schedule, the more efficiently your body functions. Step 6, support your body with proper hydration during the day. Don't wait until night. Make sure your body is well hydrated before you even reach bedtime, because a hydrated system is a more efficient system. Your liver can detox better, your metabolism works better, your energy stays stable. Now, here's what happens when you follow this consistently. Within a few days, you start sleeping deeper. Within a week, you wake up with more clarity and less fatigue. And within a few weeks, your cravings reduce, your energy stabilizes, and your body starts letting go of excess fat. And over time, but you're no longer fighting your body, you're working with it. That's the real shift, because your body is not your enemy. It's always trying to heal, but it needs the right conditions. And those conditions are created by your daily habits, especially the ones before bed. Now think about this. Most people spend years trying different diets, different supplements, different shortcuts, but they ignore the simplest thing, what they do every night. And that's why they stay stuck. not because they lack effort, but because they're focusing in the wrong place. If you fix your nights, you start fixing your days automatically. Better sleep leads to better decisions. Better decisions lead to better health, and it's all connected. So tonight, don't just listen to this and move on. Make one change, just one. Maybe you stop eating after a certain time. Maybe you remove sugar from your dinner. Maybe you put your phone away earlier. Start small, but start seriously, because small changes done daily create powerful results over time. And your liver, the silent, hardworking organ, will thank you for it in ways you can feel: more energy, better sleep, a lighter body, a clearer mind. And all begins with what you stop doing before bed. And once you take control of your nights, you take control of your health,